Welcome back to Bahamian Mathematics. Please make sure to subscribe, like, and share to see more videos like this one. In this video, we will be solving one-step equations by using addition and subtraction to find the value of the unknown. Let's take a look. First, the definition of equation. An equation is simply a mathematical statement with an equal sign. And if we look at the words equation and equal, we see that they start off with the same letters. This will help us to remember equations have an equal sign. Here are some examples of equations, and in each one you can see there is an equal sign. Our main objective with an equation like this one, y plus 4 equals 11, is to find the value of the unknown. And in this equation, the unknown is a letter, the letter y. We need to find out what value the letter y represents. And if we look at the equation, we can see that each equation has three parts. In the middle is an equal sign. We have a left-hand side, and we have a right-hand side. Those are the three parts of all equations. Let's have a look again at y plus 4 equals 11 and break that down into its terms. We have y, we have plus 4, equals, and 11. If we imagine an equation is similar to a scale where everything on the left-hand side of the equal sign is on the left side of the scale and everything on the right side of the equal sign is on the right side of the scale, we can notice a balance. And so if we put y plus 4 on the left and we put 11 on the right, those are in balance. And to find the unknown, we have to remove the plus 4 from the y. But if we remove the plus 4 from the y on the left-hand side, what happens to the right-hand side? If you remember back in school days when you sat on a seesaw, if someone lighter was on one side, the other person who was heavier went down and you went up. And the same thing would happen if we remove the 4 from the left. The right-hand side would be heavier. And so since we remove 4 from the left-hand side, we have to remove 4 from the right-hand side in order for the balance to be perfectly in balance again. And if we remove 4 from the right-hand side, 11 take away 4 is 7. And in this case, y will equal to 7. Let's look at that again. Y plus 4 equals 11. We can break that down into y plus 4 equals and 11. And again, if we put them on a balance, y plus 4 on the left and 11 on the right, this is now perfectly in balance. But what is the value of y? Well, here are the steps. To find the value of the unknown in an equation like this, you first have to identify the unknown letter. In this case, the unknown is y. Number 2, you identify the numbers being added or subtracted from the unknown. And in this case, we have a 4. Step 3 says take note of the sign attached to that number. And we can see that this is a plus 4. And all we do is apply the opposite operation to both sides. And so in this case, the opposite of plus is subtraction. The opposite of subtraction is addition. We need to remember this going forward. And so we will write y plus 4. And we will take away 4 since the opposite of plus 4 is minus 4. When we do that, the plus 4 and the minus 4 cancel out to 0. And on the right-hand side, to keep everything in balance, we have to subtract 4 from the 11 that was already there, which gives us y on the left-hand side by itself equals 7 on the right-hand side. And our equation is solved. Let's look at another example. D minus 6 equals 8. And we break that down into its parts, into its terms. D minus 6 equals 8. Again, if we imagine a scale and a balance, D minus 6 is on the left-hand side and 8 is on the right-hand side. They are perfectly in balance. But what is D? Well, let's look at the steps again. Identify the unknown. The unknown is D. The unknown is always the letter. Step 2, identify the number being added or subtracted from the unknown. In this case, it's 6, but it's minus 6. Step 3 says take note of the sign. It's minus 6 in this case. and we apply the opposite operation to both sides. So the opposite of plus is minus, and in this case, the opposite of minus is plus. And so we will apply d minus 6, we will apply plus 6 to the left-hand side, which will cancel out the 6's. And we apply plus 6 as well to the right-hand side. And we're left with d on the left is equal to 14 on the right. So let's try one on your own now. R plus 9 equals 14. The unknown letter is R. The number being added or subtracted is 9. What kind of 9? It's a plus 9. It's a positive 9. And so we need to apply the opposite. The opposite of a plus 9 is a minus 9. And so we rewrite R plus 9 equals 14. And we take away 9 from the left, and we take away 9 from the right. The plus 9 and the minus 9 will cancel, and we're left with R is equal to 14 take away 9 is 5. One more. Z minus 5 equals 6. Identify the unknown. There's Z. Identify the number being added or subtracted. It's 5, but in this case, the sign says minus 5. And so we apply the opposite of minus 5, which is plus 5. And so we rewrite Z minus 5 equals 6, and we apply plus 5 to both sides. Minus 5 plus 5 cancels, leaving us with Z equals 6 plus 5 is 11. What happens now if we rewrite the equation as 4 plus t equals 10? In this case, the t is not written first, but rather the number is written first. The steps are the same. We identify the unknown, t, and we identify numbers being added or subtracted. In this case, it is 4. We take note of the sign attached to that number. In this case, we don't see a sign, but we know 4 is really positive 4. And so to apply the opposite of a positive 4, we apply minus 4. Opposite of plus is minus. And so we rewrite 4 plus t equals 10. And we apply minus 4 to the left and minus 4 to the right. The 4 and minus 4 on the left cancel to leave us with t equals 10 take away 4 is 6. And now you try one. 2 plus k equals 11. Identify the unknown. Here's k. This is what we're trying to find. The number being added or subtracted is 2. What kind of 2 is it? Because I see no sign, we know it is a plus 2. And we apply the opposite operation. The opposite of plus is minus. And so we rewrite 2 plus k equals 11 and apply minus 2 to the left, minus 2 to the right. 2 minus 2 cancels to leave us with k equals 11 take away 2 is 9. And now it's quiz time. Solve for x. You have 5 seconds. X plus 10 equals 10. Time's up. The answer is 0. X plus 10 equals 10. We have to subtract 10 from both sides, which will cancel the 10s and leave us with x equals 0. Question 2. Solve for h. Time's up. The answer is 8. How did we get that? 5 plus h equals 13. We need to get rid of the 5, and so we subtract 5 from both sides, leaving us with h equals 8. Question 3. Solve for a. A minus 3 equals 17. Time's up. The answer is 20. If a takeaways 3 equals 17, and we need to leave a by itself, we have to apply the opposite of minus 3, which is plus 3. That cancels the 3's, and a is equal to 20. Question 4. Solve for w. 6 plus w equals 5. Did you get it? The answer is minus 1. If 6 plus w equals 5, we need to get rid of the 6, which is a positive 6, and so we apply minus 6 to both sides. That cancels the 6 on the left, leaving us with w equals 5 take away 6 is minus 1. And the last one, solve for g. 4 plus g equals 0. Time's up. The answer is minus 4. If 4 plus g equals 0, and we need to get rid of the 4 on the left-hand side, we need to subtract 4 from both sides. On the left, the 4's cancel, and this leaves us with g equals 0 take away 4 is minus 4. And now you've solved the mystery of solving one-step equations using addition and subtraction. Well done.